Hey, how you guys doing out there today? This is Stefan Jimenez, and I'm here to present you the DFS Daily Dose for September 13th. We got two slates today. We got a 3-game early slate. We got a 12-game late slate. We're going to touch on both of them. As always, if you want to watch our full video, please go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like our videos, share them, help us grow. We really enjoy doing this for you guys, and we just want to, continue helping other people. So let's jump into it. We'll start with the early slate. I think it's pretty clear cut. I think the top pitcher is definitely going to have to be Clevenger going against the Detroit Tigers. They traded away pretty much everybody. The only people they have left are Miguel Cabrera, Victor Martinez. Those guys are old. They don't scare me. They got Kinsler. He's the only guy that you're kind of like about, but he doesn't have any numbers to be worried about against Clevenger. The Detroit roster right now is a combined 6 for 54 against Clevenger with 15 Ks. He owns them, so I think he's a clear-cut pitcher for early only slate. If you want to get a little bit risky, I think you can go with Archer. He does have his high strikeout rate, 29% K rate. He has a 13.4% swing and strike rate, 40% home run rate. He is a good pitcher. The problem is that the Yankees, they absolutely own Archer. He gives up a 335 WOBA to left-handers. And sure enough, all the left-handers on the Yankees have pretty good numbers. Ellsbury's 21 for 42 with 2 homers. You got Gardner, 11 for 42 with 2 doubles, a homer. Greg Bird, he's a cheap first baseman, 2 for 7 with 2 doubles. Castro, 7 for 18 with the homer. Sanchez has 2 homers off him. Gregorius has pretty good numbers off him. Headley, so I don't really like Archer. I think Yankees are a pretty good GPP stack tomorrow against Archer in the early only slate. So I'm just going to stick with Clevenger for sure. Bat-wise, I think, it's pretty easy. We've been saying this every day. They won their 20th straight victory tonight. You got the Cleveland, they're on fire right now. They're going against Farmer. The guy isn't good. He went against them a week ago, went 3 innings, gave up 5 earned runs. I think it's a full stack, on early only slate with Cleveland. The only problem with it is on Fanduel, if you go with Clevenger, you can only get 3 bats. So if I had to choose 3 bats, it would probably be for sure Encarnacion, Ramirez, and Lindor. But on DraftKings, you can get a couple more in. So I do like Jay Bruce, even though it's a lefty-lefty matchup. He has a home run off the guy. So definitely get them Cleveland bats in. And then also you can look at Tampa Bay. They're going against Garcia for the Yankees. He's a left-hander, and the Rays, they have some guys that can really hit left-handed pitchers. You got Longoria, Plouffe, they're like left-handed hitting experts. And then you also got some people with numbers. You got Lucas Duda, he's 1 for 2 with the homer. Hector Varela, he used to always face when he played against the played for the Marlins against the Cardinals. He's 5 for 10 with 2 doubles. You got Espinoza, he's 8 for 12 with the homer. So I think, finding another team to go with Cleveland, I think it's going to be Tampa Bay. And also, the only other team I'm looking at on this slate is I like the Royals. They're going against Giolito. This dude, he gives up a 340 WOBA to left-handers. He's pretty good against right-handers, so I would definitely stick with the Royals left-handers. I like Hosmer, Moustakas. Moss is starting to get a little bit hot. You can go with Melky Cabrera, who's a switch hitter. So for early only, my opinion, take my advice if you want. I like Clevenger, as many Indian bats as possible. Royals lefties, and maybe Tampa Bay. Get a Tampa Bay guy or 2 in there. That's where I'm at on early only. All right, so I gave it to you already. I made it pretty easy. So let's jump to the late slate. I think the late slate is pretty easy as well. So on main slate, you got one pitcher who, I mean, he's definitely by far the best pitcher on the slate, Max Scherzer. He's a 390 favorite. Man, that tells you something. It's been crazy. These last couple of days, you've been having people 500, minus 500 favorites. Like, it's just showing you that a lot of teams are bringing up, guys from the minors that aren't very good just to fill some spots. And yeah, I mean, Scherzer, he looks really good. The guy has a 2.32 ERA. 35% K rate, 15.9% swing and strike rate. He only allows 27% hard contact, so he limits that for sure. And he's pitching at home compared to in Atlanta, where if it was in Atlanta, it'd be a little bit more like I would be worried about it just because they say Atlanta is the new Coors Field. The only guy you got to worry about, in my opinion, really is pretty much Freddie Freeman. I mean, he's 4 for 15 off Scherzer, so nothing great, but he does have 2 bombs. So just, if he can get around Freeman, I think Scherzer is definitely the clear-cut pitcher for Maine. The only other pitcher that I'm looking at is Lester. He's a 190 favorite. He's going against the Mets. He has a 25% K rate, 47% ground ball rate, and 27% hard contact rate. So he limits his hard contact rate as well. And I mean, the Mets are exactly what I was just saying a second ago. They traded everybody away. They brought up a bunch of their prospects to see how they're going to do. And so, Lester, this year he hasn't been the best, but he's a good pitcher. And I think that if the lineup's going to continue to be weak for the Mets, I think he'll be in for a good game tomorrow. So, pitching, main slate, I'm just going to go Scherzer. I'm going to go Lester. I'm not going to try to get cute. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm going to keep it simple. More than likely, I'm just going to go with Scherzer, find some value. But let's jump to the bats. So, first thing first, I like the Cubs. Going against Matt Harvey, the dude has been trash. He gives up a 391 WOBA to left-handers, 317 WOBA to right-handers. The Cubs as a team, they have a 188 ISO and a 325 WOBA. I think it's a full stack for the Cubs. Well, I like all the lefties. Okay, we'll put it like that. I mean, and throwing Brian. He's been good. He had a 3-run bomb for me today, so I can't say nothing. But check this out, and it probably doesn't surprise you. Hap, the second baseman, he has a homer. Schwarber already has a homer. Rizzo has a homer. Hayward already has a homer. Hey, like I said, get the Mets in for the Cubs against Harvey. The dude isn't good, okay? So I'm going to keep it that simple. I really like the Cubs. Next, we'll move on to the Texas Rangers. They have a 5.5 implied run total. I like the Rangers a lot. Mike Leake, he's been trash since he got traded. He gives up a 339 WOBA to left-handers, 302 WOBA to right-handers. So I want to say just kind of stick with the lefties, but at the same time, I think this is lefties, righties, whoever is, at a good price, high in the order, get them in. Texas has really good numbers off Leak. You got Mazzara, Gosman, Napoli. They all got a homer already off them. You got Chu with 2 homers. Andrus is 3 for 9. The whole team is batting 350 as a team against Mike Leake in like 3 or 4 starts. So it's not just one. So I like Texas. Next, we'll move on to the Seattle Mariners. They have a 5.47 implied run total. They're going against Martin Perez. He gives up a 359 WOBA to right-handers, 311 WOBA to left-handers. Perez is not a guy I really like stacking against because every time I do, for some reason, it comes back to bite me. But Seattle has great numbers off of Perez, and I really like Seattle tomorrow. I said yesterday that I like Seattle, and they went off, It's like, you guys need to be listening to me. I'm telling you, I'm trying to hook you up, all right? I mentioned the Twins yesterday. They went off. The Cubs went off. So, hey, let's go. Okay, so Seattle, off Martin Perez, okay? You got Cruz, 7 for 17, 3 homers. Seager, 16 for 38, 4 homers. Matter's 3 for 7 with 2 doubles. Heredia is 6 for 14 with 2 doubles. Valencia is 7 for 20 with the homer. Zunino has a homer. Segura, Haniger, they have a couple hits off them. So I do like Seattle a lot tomorrow against Martin Perez, for sure. So it's tough. There's so many offenses I like. So many offenses I like. So next, we'll go to this team. And this team is probably my favorite team. We got the Nationals. 5.4 implied run total, and I don't even know how it's so low. They're going against Luis Guerrera. This dude is just trash. He gives up a 648 Woba to right-handers. 648. I've never even heard of that. 214 Woba to left-handers, so he's pretty good against left-handers. But he had a high walk rate in the minors. Love the Nationals. They have a 338 Woba. As a team, they have a 187 team ISO. But I do prefer the righties. Zimmerman, Rendon, I think is almost close to a lock. I mean, he crushes lefties, and this dude sucks. Trey Turner, you could throw him in there. If Howard Kendrick is in the lineup, I like him. But definitely, I like the Nationals righties. I'm gonna have a couple of them for sure. And then the last team that I like on the main slate, and I actually mentioned them yesterday as well too, the Red Sox. Man, like I said, I have a love-hate relationship with them because they tend to let me down, a lot, and then when I don't expect it, they blow up like today. But I did mention them yesterday, so give me a little bit of credit. So today they're going against Jarrell Cotton. This dude gives up a 359 Woba to left-handers, 357 Woba to right-handers. He has a problem giving up home runs. So I really like the Red Sox today. They are a little bit down my list, 4th or 5th, but, they are in play. I like Betts. I like Benintendi. I like Moreland. Bogart's been swinging a good bat. So you could definitely get a couple, Red Sox in there, and I would definitely understand. So, hey, that's where I'm at for today. Thank you for watching the video.